presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Broncos and the Vikings, and it's coming up next.
Well, this 2024 season has been one to remember. Great games, great players, great finishes. And now, it all comes down to this. One game to decide it all. On this February night at Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, this is Super Bowl 59. Tonight, we've got a good one on tap. It's the AFC champion Denver Broncos and the champions of the NFC, the Minnesota Vikings. One game tonight, available in 195 different countries. Wherever you are, thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson's been great first year in the booth with you, partner, and we've seen a lot. Great individual performances, dominating teams, stunning upsets. It all wraps up on the big stage in New Orleans. What are you going to be watching for in this one?
I think such a big factor of this game, Mike, is who handles the changes that come along with playing in the Super Bowl. Every NFL team all year, they want routine. They want consistency. The coaches and players preach that. Well, everything on Super Bowl Sunday, it just feels different. Pre-game feels different. Halftime feels different. The teams that are able to weather those changes the best typically come out and start the fastest and are able to really put themselves in position to call themselves Super Bowl champs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Taking off. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now the 2nd-year man out of Texas, Bijan Robinson. And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Demario Davis there on the play. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his man complete to Johnson. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives. Well done here by the quarterback, realizing quickly in his progression that there's going to be nowhere to deliver the ball, but there was some space to pick some yards up with his feet. He's able to get out of bounds, picking up some positive yardage to make it a shorter 3rd down attempt.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Minnesota. That opens the scoring here in Super Bowl 59. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. He gets it to go. And the Vikings are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one taken at the 10. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They are led by their quarterback, the future Hall of Famer, Aaron Rodgers.
As much as you try to tell yourself, Mike, that this is just another game, the reality is it just isn't. It doesn't matter if it's your first Super Bowl or your 10th. This is the game you've dreamt about playing in from the first time you put on pads all the way back in Pop Warner. You're bound to get emotional in some capacity, but you have to get that out of the way and get ready to do everything in your power to turn those childhood dreams of hosting the Lombardi into a reality. As long as this guy does his part, you're going to have a fighting chance to come out on top.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The master of play action, Rodgers. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
Now the first back taken in the 2022 draft, Breece Hall. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Pass caught right side by Conklin.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they're on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. From the gun, Rodgers. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and good for the 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls in.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Like, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and not much room to run there. He'll only get to the 6-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. He's got some space past the 20. And he'll be taken down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
2nd down and 3. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And that's going to be enough for a first down, taking this to the 34. Jones motioning here. On 1st and 10, Jackson. Quick throw here is complete. He's taken down just shy of midfield. So after one, here in Super Bowl 59. On 1st down, it's Robinson. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Khalil Mack, multiple-time All-Pro there on the tackle. 2nd down and 8. Now a handoff running right. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Hill brought in motion. And that is not going to work out as planned. A tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. Jackson now. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike. And what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain.
Powering forward. He's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Vikings. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. A-Rod down to throw on 1st down. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. It's one of the best ever, Patrick Peterson.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last two drives, same story. Continuing to drive, have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
Off the play fake. Jackson. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Jackson. Open man, left side. He's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Minnesota. Point after now from Tucker. He's got it. And the Vikings will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. On the return, here is Ainias Smith. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Now Rodgers. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick 6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Hall. Give him 14 on that play, one first down. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's second and 10. Give up the middle with Hall. Hall, a first down and more. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. Two minutes remain here in this first half. We're back to New Orleans and Super Bowl 59 after this. First and 10 now from the 36. Throwing, Rodgers. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. It's one of the best ever, Patrick Peterson.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
On play action, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The Broncos offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. And will mark him down up beyond the 30. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Rodgers. That's to the left side, pulled in by Conklin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Rodgers on 1st down. In the middle of the field, it's taken by CeeDee Lamb. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Rodgers going up top again. The pass rush gets home and he goes down. Myles Garrett, the All-Pro, there to bring him down. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this 2nd quarter. Sammy Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. And this was the old NFL record spot, a 63-yard attempt. That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history.
Wow, what a big kick there. I mean, just looking down, anytime the kicker is lined up on the other side of the 50, you think, there's no way this ball's going to get there, Mike. But listen, he's got a big leg. This one he strikes absolutely perfect. That was good off the foot.
All right, Mike, thanks very much.
And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Stage is set for a thrilling 2nd half here in New Orleans. We're back underway at Super Bowl 59. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Rodgers toward the sideline. That's pulled in by Lamb. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Here's a designed run. And a short pickup there to about the 36.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
He'll manage only a couple. The rookie, Quinyon Mitchell, up to make the play defensively. 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here he is, Tyreek Hill back to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. Man open is Jones. He's got it. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
This throw right side is caught by Hill. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Play action now. Jackson. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll run it here with Robinson. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. Jones motioning here. On 3rd down, Jackson. Quick throw here is complete. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. Interesting point here, Greg. This is one of those where, put me in the mind of the play caller. Are you thinking just keep the ball on the ground? From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
He's going to let one fly for Addison. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Second down, Rodgers. That's to Conklin, the tight end. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Broncos. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. He connects with Jordan Addison. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Again, it's Rodgers. Pass caught right side by Conklin.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
3rd and short yardage, it's Rodgers. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. He'll find his tight end, Conklin. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
A 1st down throw from Rodgers. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Good drive so far, but this is a big hurdle. It is 3rd and 10. Rodgers to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet. You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake, Jackson. He's going to air this one out for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. His first catch of this Super Bowl. And good for the first down.
Gain of 17 yards. And the Vikings first down.
On play action, here's Jackson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Even with the lead, they're trying to press the tempo. And open downfield, it's Johnson. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game has gone, doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
Second down, Jackson. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Vikings stretch things out even further. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. A short one taken at the 10. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Broncos offense headed back to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll find Hall out of the backfield.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Tyler Boyd was the intended target for that one. And it's going to be third down. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. The sideline pulled in by Addison. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers going up top again. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Rodgers here on 2nd down. A throw right side taken in by Boyd. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
14 more yards. That's another Broncos.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Hall. They smelled the screen and took care of it. blown up in the backfield. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Rodgers. That is brought in at the 10. And they'll get into the end zone for the first time tonight. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Denver. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Tyreek now to return it. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Vikings offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point, and now they'll try to finish up strong. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Jackson gonna keep it himself. He's inside the 30. And he's gonna go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Vikings. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So now this team's offense ready to get back to work. They'll start out 1st down and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. He'll look middle here, caught by Boyd. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. And the Vikings have done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. Commissioner Goodell making the presentation of the Lombardi Trophy to the Minnesota Vikings, champions of Super Bowl 59. So that will put a wrap on this year on EA Sports. Thanks to my partner, Greg Olsen for a great first season together in the booth. Until the fall, Mike Tirico, good night from the Super Bowl in New Orleans.
It's Week 10 of the National Football League. And coming up next is the Commanders' superstar running back. He's been a frequent end-zone tourist. He's second in the league in rushing touchdowns. It's the Commanders and the Steelers, and it comes
EA
your
Sports
way.
coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you, then do it for myself. I go 0 to 100.
The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
So here's Washington now in excellent field position to start things out.
And a glance here at the southpaw, who will be calling the plays under center.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Hawk 70. Buffalo 18. Ready?
Off the play fake, Vick. He'll buy some time right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On third down, Vick out of the gun. 20.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Commanders march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Up the middle they go with Dorsett. And he stopped immediately there.
Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle. Now this defense for the Commanders, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game?
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They need 18 yards here on third down.
Here's Rodgers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So now make that a second sack for them on this drive.
And Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that they did, getting 2 sacks on this first drive.
The Commanders' offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's in the midst of an MVP-caliber season. The NFL's leader in passing yards, as he's up over 3,000 now on the year. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Vic now. Being chased out left. And that's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd and short.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They will indeed go for it. Vic. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
A quick throw going to be caught by Worthy.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll find Clark open right side. Only able to gain a couple there, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll try the left side with Dorsett. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback ready to go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
2nd down and 4.
Vic, option right. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Throwing, Vic.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense.
They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. 60 A 1st down carry here for Johnson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Vic. Caught on the right side by Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a 1st down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Brown is in. Touchdown, Commanders. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And it's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. And now out come the Steelers. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, it'll be Dorsett. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
So here's Vic following the interception. Steps away. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Here we go, set.
Johnson goes in motion left. From the shotgun, it's Vic. He finds his man Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. It's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The open man is Clark, complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's to the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Zerline good with a PAT. And it makes the score 21-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Vic readies to throw. And he is caught on the move past the 40. Down the left sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Julio Jones. 73 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
On the return is the rookie Xavier Worthy. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they
fights through, and now a crease. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
A handoff, Dorsett up the middle. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3rd and 5. Throwing is Rodgers. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now it's Rodgers.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Vick. Jones has it.
Room to maneuver at the 35.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now here's Vick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Vick with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. To throw, Vick. Man open, it's Moss, complete.
Well, Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Vick to throw it. Eluding the pressure right.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders continue to pull away here in this first half.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
That's caught right side by Worthy.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And they will remain well behind.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. This will be the final play of the half. Vick, he's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone. Point after, right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. Here's Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Johnson on the return.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's been as productive as anyone in the NFL in the middle part of this season. The NFL's leader in receiving yards to this point, and he doesn't appear to be slowing down anytime soon.
It's a play fake. Now Vick. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Play action now. Vick. He finds his man. Complete. That's Gonzalez. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Vick now.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On third down, Vick out of the gun. He completes it to Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing, Vick. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Here we go, Shaq. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
They'll throw again. Here's Vick. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Viking 18.
From the gun, Vick. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. The Commander's going to bring out the field goal unit from the left hash. A chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. I got to think at this point, third quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that, because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A gain there of 21 yards. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Hey, 88.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
Down to the 25. From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 9. Now Rodgers. Going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll run the draw with Dorsett, and he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, Does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Commanders' offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this third quarter. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time. Back now at Commanders Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Shifts by him. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. He finds his man complete. That's Gonzalez. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On play action, Vick. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. 44 yards. And the Commanders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got it complete to Clark. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Zerline connects on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Vic to the air again. And that is incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Yeah, not at all. Wait a minute. That was the first down. Get the fuck out of here. Come on.
The Commanders went for it, but they could not pick up the first. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10.
Hey, take 26.
To throw is Rodgers. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Well, another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the 4th quarter.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Despite the late lead, Vic's going to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Vic's going to change the play.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.